Hello, 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 and welcome back to lesson two. This one is unapologetically, authentically you. A lesson that I'm really passionate about sharing with you because it's going to unlock all your strengths to really shine with confidence. But before we delve into this lesson, I'd really just like to take the time to review with you to see how you went with your manifestations. I really, really hope that you've managed to do them at least twice a day and that they really are forming part of who you are now. And just so you know, um, we're going to use this week to stack and build on what we've done before. So those affirmations are not going to disappear. You're not just going to dust them under the carpet. You're going to use them to create that repetition because habits, true habits for change, where we create a shift, only gets built through repetition. So you're still going to continue with your two affirmations in the morning when you brush your teeth and in the evening when you brush your teeth. And then if you have a look at this photo where I've got myself on the iPhone there, you're hopefully going to try and add in a third time. Maybe by now you know them off by heart and you can repeat them before you fall asleep at night or when you wake up in the morning. But yeah, try and do that third time a day. You can even pop them in as little reminders on your iPhone through the day. So, yeah, we are going to still continue with your manifestations this week, and we're going to add and stack on character strengths this week. So, today we're going to go on a journey to really just find out who you really are. We're going to dive a little bit deeper and try and identify what makes up who you are. So it's really delving into those deep qualities that you have. It's something that can really change your perception of who you are and also change your perception of what you're capable of in order to achieve your goals. So it gives you those superpowers to really boost you forward to actually achieve your goals. So I'm going to let me just flip to the next slide. Yeah, I'm really going to encourage you to try and identify your personal strengths. It's qualities that really makes up who you are that nobody else in the world has. There are not any two people who have the identical same personal strengths. It's who you are, what you were born with. Um, it's in your genes. It's who really sets you apart to be uniquely different from anybody else in this world. Okay, so that fingerprint that's so different to everybody else's, that's what we're going to delve into today. So that's going to give you the self assurance to really soar and boost that confidence because you're going to operate from a place with a really strong foundation. And that's where you're going to be able to start creating that change because you're going to start building on that confidence and knowledge of who you are. Okay, so it can be really little. I'm going to give you the process later on that we're going to follow, but it can even be as little as having that really wicked sense of humor that make other people laugh, or it could even be having that really good listening ear and an empathetic nature that's there to listen to other people. So often in this world of busyness, very few people really have that gift. So yeah, it can be anything like that, and you'll be able to measure that and see how you're going to use them to even delve into projects and using your talents in ways that you haven't thought before. Okay, so let me just have a look. Yeah, I'm going to move to the next slide. Yeah. Um, and this is something that's gonna be there for you to actually give you the assistance and help you to put the negative things to bed forever. Um, so we're going to operate out of a place of strength, out of a place of knowledge, and out of a place of truth. Those strengths nobody can take away from you. All the other things they can take away from you, but who you really are within, nobody can take away from you. So that's going to help you to really let your confidence skyrocket. It's going to become your superhuman tools that you can use to even start the projects and the things that you love. So this is something for you to realize you can use to actually build your optimism of yourself, something for you to know that there is a true beauty within you. And that true beauty you need to radiate to the world out there. You need to shine that out to the world out there, because that's what makes you you. And there's nobody else in this world that can actually step into your shoes to fulfill the dreams and aspirations you have for yourself in order to make a difference in this world. You need to shine that light in order to build up others in this world. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to explain to you what is the importance of these strengths. Your strengths are not just a smile, not just a good sense of humor. It's a characteristic of yourself. It's an intrinsic ability that you can help yourself to succeed in this world. So we're going to look even a little bit wider. We're going to take these strengths and apply them to our interests and our passions and see how we can use them to propel ourselves forward in our interests and in our passions that we identify. So it really is about embracing the talents within you to overcome obstacles and create a resilience to go for whatever you want. In order for you to really achieve your dream, um, it's hard work, and it's not just going to come overnight. But if you have that power from within, that fire that you've ignited that nobody can put out, you are creating that resilience and that optimism to keep going and build on strengths that's already there, and tap into and link them with your talents and your dreams in order to make them come true. So we're going to have a look at your unique beauty, and that's not just your physical beauty. Yes, we will look at those later in the lessons to come and how you can address and better that. But we're going to look at your built-in talents and abilities and how you can use them better to shape your relationships, because your relationships are not just the person you want to marry or be your partner. It's your friendships, it's your colleagues, it's your family, it's everybody around you. It's even those that comes across your path to help you to reach your dreams. So we're really going to have a look at what makes up the unique you and the true you, and tap into those powers and use them on a daily basis. So something that really boosts your confidence and helps you to radiate your positivity within this world. So I want you to identify your strengths, and I've put a simple process of 4 steps together. Let me share those with you. Before we share them, make sure you've got your workbook printed out. If you haven't already, pause the video, print it out. If you don't have a printer at home, grab a piece of paper where you can brainstorm. But what we're going to have a look at are 4 points: self-reflection, feedback from others, personal experiences, and assessments and tools. So the very first one we're going to have a look at is self-reflection, because you know yourself better than anybody else. So I want you to take this time to do some self-reflection and gain clarity on your passions, your interests, and areas where you excel. So make a list. What are the things that you love? What are your passions in life? What are your interests in life? And what are the things that you're really good at? It can be anything from natural physical strength to cognitive strengths to social emotional. So it can be within your job, it can be within your career, it can be within your studies, it can be with personal relationships. So anything where you feel you excel at and where your passion and interest lies, write them down. So do like 3 columns: passions, interests, and strengths. The next one I want you to have a look at is feedback from others. Now, this one can be a little bit daunting for some people. You just really need to make sure you ask those people whose opinion you trust. Okay, so it needs to be somebody that can really build you up and that can be honest with you in a positive, constructive manner. So I need you to tap into close friends or family or even mentors or colleagues whose feedback you value and ask them about your strengths. What do they think your strengths are? So find out from them and write them down and see if there's a pattern from your self reflection to the feedback of others. Are there any duplicates coming up that's repeating itself? Then the third thing we're going to do is personal experiences. So I want you to delve back into the past and have a think about experiences that were positive for you, where you feel that you've had success with. So it doesn't just have to be a certificate that you got for something or a medal that you got for something. It can be something that you were really proud of, something where you made a difference or where you achieved something where you really felt valued, and write those ones down. So we're looking for trends and topics that can play to your advantage. That's what we're looking for. And then the last one I want you to have a look at is assessments and tools. And now, just to re-emphasize, this is just like a 10-minute touch on strengths. I can do a whole 2-hour video for you on strengths because there's a whole lot of tools and techniques that we can delve deeper into. And in the Boss Your Lifestyle course, we do cover those in more detail. But this is just really for you a touch on this. So one of the tools that I'm going to recommend for you is just the Strengths Finder in the Myers-Briggs tool. So go and have a look at that online, maybe do the little test and see what it comes out as. Sorry, you may find that there are definitely some traits and strengths that it brings up that you resonate with quite closely. Write those down. And then there are also a whole lot of other books and websites that you can go and read on and see if there is any correlation between what you've got. But those are the 4 things that I want you to encourage you to look at, to try and get a bigger picture and a more objective picture of what your strengths are. So once you've got those strengths, it's nearly time for celebration for us. Just like you've got your manifestations, I want you to write down the top 5 strengths. So yes, beautiful. You're going to be unlocking your own potential in order to lead a really fulfilling life and have accomplishments in your talents and in your inner beauty. So these strengths are going to become the secret sauce for you, those superhuman powers that you're going to tap into in order to make decisions that we can build on. So write down your top 5. You can even share them in the Facebook group with a little photo of yourself. Those are your character strengths. I'm sure everybody in the group will be curious to find one another's strengths. So please feel free to share them. If you're too shy about them, share them with me on a DM, but I'm sure it's really something positive and special to share uniquely who we are and to know that that's going to be the foundation for us of what we tap into to make decisions later on. So, yeah, that brings us to the end of this little lesson. And yeah, I really want you to know your 5 top strengths, and that's going to be your guiding star to guide a lot of the things that we're going to do from here. So, yeah, have fun with that, and I will see you in lesson 3.